What if you touch down on Pluto's giant icy heart? From afar, this distant world greets you with a stunning heart shape and a breathtaking ring of brilliant blue light. But don't get it twisted. That peaceful beauty is a total death trap. You're about to step into one of the most deceptive and deadly environments in the entire solar system. If you were traveling through the black abyss of space for a decade, then you'd see the sun shrink as you push billions of miles away. It fades from a blinding, life-giving fireball into just another bright star. By the time you reach Pluto, sunlight is incredibly weak, hundreds of times dimmer than a gloomy afternoon back home. Before touching down, your sensors spike. Pluto's atmosphere isn't just thin gas, it's packed with freezing haze particles. They soak up solar energy during the day, but at night, they radiate heat efficiently, plunging the upper atmosphere into a deep freeze. They basically act like a bizarre cosmic thermostat, cooling the planet to impossibly low temperatures. This creates a weird weather system, unlike anything else in the Kuiper Belt. And now, you strap on your heavily insulated spacesuit and step out into this brutal alien wasteland. To survive this pulse-pounding journey and uncover more of the universe's greatest mysteries, subscribe to Raboscience and hit that like button. You look up. The sky isn't a brilliant blue. Because of the distance, it's essentially pitch black, a permanent frozen twilight. It's incredibly dark, yet bright enough to reveal the terrifying alien landscape ahead. To survive standing here for even 5 minutes, your spacesuit fights a desperate war. Out here, temperatures drop to a flesh-shattering minus 390 degrees Fahrenheit. Your body's radiating heat is immediately wicked away into the freezing void. Plus, Pluto's got almost no magnetic field to speak of, so you're completely exposed to the violent radiation of deep space. Without heavy radiation shielding woven into your suit, galactic cosmic rays would tear through your DNA in minutes. But you quickly realize the cold and radiation aren't your biggest problems. The real danger is right beneath your boots. You look down and realize the surface you're standing on is a total lie. You haven't landed on solid rock. That giant pale heart, Sputnik Planitia, is actually a colossal 1,000-mile-wide impact crater. It's filled to the brim with a churning, boiling ocean made of frozen nitrogen, liquid methane, and toxic carbon monoxide. You're literally standing on an ocean of poison. But here's the most terrifying part. This ocean isn't frozen dead. Deep beneath you, Pluto's rocky core still emits faint radioactive heat. This slight warmth rises, causing the thick nitrogen ice to slowly boil, churn, and roll. It constantly turns over on itself like a slow-motion lava lamp. This convection drags material laterally across the landscape before sinking back into deep troughs. Feel the ground treacherously shift under your feet? Your spacecraft's thrusters have already melted the soft nitrogen beneath your struts. Like the countless meteorites that have fallen here over millions of years, your heavy ship risks being stirred up and pulled under. It's a pristine white sea that devours everything it touches, ready to swallow your ship without a trace. But what's exactly driving this insane planetary heartbeat? And what colossal, earth-shattering secret is hiding inside this icy dwarf? For decades, we thought Pluto was just a solid, dead rock. But the heavy weight of the nitrogen glacier in the heart region should have caused Pluto to physically roll over. It should have flipped in space millions of years ago, but didn't. In 2024, scientists mapped Pluto's surface fractures and confirmed a stunning reality. Hiding beneath Pluto's frozen crust is a massive, global subsurface ocean of liquid water. They calculated this pitch-black ocean hides beneath an ice shell 25 to 50 miles thick. And this isn't normal water. It's a hypersaline ocean, about 8% denser than Earth's seawater. That's roughly as salty as the Great Salt Lake. The intense pressure of the ice above, combined with trace radioactive heat from below, keeps it liquid. How'd Pluto even get this massive ocean in the first place? Researchers from the University of Arizona cracked the case. They discovered that Pluto and Charon didn't form through a normal, destructive collision. Instead, they went through a bizarre kiss and capture process. Billions of years ago, these two icy worlds collided, but they didn't shatter. They stuck together, spinning through space as one giant celestial snowman before finally pushing apart into a stable orbit. This weird, low-speed crash generated enough friction and heat inside Pluto to melt its icy insides, creating that massive underground ocean. Mind-blowing, right? Well, brace yourself because the shocks just keep coming. And that ocean isn't just staying quietly underground. Scientists recently found out Pluto's got actual ice volcanoes. Near a massive crack called Virgil Fosse, Pluto recently spewed fountains of liquid water and ammonia straight into space. When that water hit the minus 390-degree surface, it instantly froze into massive, jagged towers of ice. You're standing on a world that's actively erupting from the inside out. And wherever there's liquid water and geothermal heat, the ultimate question pops up. Could something be swimming in those dark, extreme depths? We simply don't know yet. If you're lucky enough to escape that churning nitrogen trap and make it to the shoreline, brace yourself. You're going to face brutal temperatures where ordinary water ice behaves completely differently. It hardens until it's as dense, rigid, and solid as steel. You look around, absolutely astonished by the sheer scale of the landscape. Towering above you are massive, jagged icebergs over 10,000 feet high. These mountains are as massive as the Swiss Alps, but they aren't attached to the ground. Because water ice is actually less dense than the heavy, frozen nitrogen you just escaped, these mountain ranges literally float. They break off from the rugged uplands and drift aimlessly across the toxic white ocean, carried along by the slow currents of churning ice. From the shoreline, you'd see a mountain range the size of the Alps drifting directly toward you across the poison. Don't wait to be crushed into cosmic dust. Run! As these towering chunks of ice scrape against each other, they create a chaotic, jumbled landscape. Some of these angular blocks stretch for 25 miles across, completely dominating the horizon. As you stare up at these colossal, floating mountains, you notice something deeply unsettling. The snow capping their jagged peaks isn't white. It's a dark, horrifying blood red. A perpetual crimson snow continuously falls from the pitch-black sky. Faint ultraviolet light from the distant sun hits the frozen methane in Pluto's atmosphere, triggering a chemical reaction. It creates complex organic compounds that scientists call tholins. These tholins fall from the sky like a slow, eternal rain, staining the peaks a rusty red. But this red snow is far more than a creepy weather phenomenon. It's actually the very chemistry of life itself. Astrobiologists discovered these tholins contain incredible building blocks, matching the exact ones that seeded the early Earth billions of years ago. A groundbreaking study from Aarhus University proved something amazing. Under extreme cold and high radiation, simple amino acids naturally form peptides. Peptides are the direct precursors to proteins. This means foundational ingredients for life are spontaneously assembling right here. For decades, scientists thought you needed a warm, wet planet to spark life. Well, this totally blows that idea out of the water. Complex chemistry can happen long before a planet even fully forms. It happens on interstellar dust grains in the coldest, emptiest parts of the universe. You aren't just looking at red snow. You're looking at the biological raw materials of the universe. But you can't stay here to study it. You need to leave right away, because Pluto is undergoing a catastrophic change. Following its closest approach to the Sun in 1989, Pluto's surface warmed up. This caused the nitrogen ice to sublimate and thicken the atmosphere. But as it recedes back into the Kuiper belt, dropping temperatures force the atmosphere to condense. Current data indicates a steady, rapid decline in atmospheric pressure. The air around you is literally freezing out of the sky. Scientists project a total atmospheric collapse by the year 2030. It's going to fall as a final, suffocating blanket of solid frost. Right now, that faint blue ring of haze still exists, but when that total collapse happens, the sky will lose its haze completely. The blue ring will vanish, leaving nothing but an absolutely clear, pitch-black void. Before launching back into orbit, you look up. Looming over the landscape, you see the giant moon Charon. Charon is massive. They don't even orbit each other like a normal planet and moon. They're locked in a binary dance, orbiting an empty point in space between them. But strangely, Charon never rises, and it never sets. It's tidally locked, hovering completely motionless in the dark sky. It just stares at you like a giant, bruised eye. Its north pole is stained with a dark red spot called the Mordor macula. This stain is actually gas that escaped from Pluto's atmosphere, drifting through the vacuum of space before freezing onto the moon's pole. Over decades, it baked into those same red tholins. The James Webb Space Telescope detected something huge. It found carbon dioxide and hydrogen peroxide on Charon's frozen surface. Hydrogen peroxide means the water ice is being actively blasted by cosmic rays. It proves this battered moon is chemically active in its own bizarre way. As your thrusters ignite and you leave this binary system behind, you realize the truth. Landing on Pluto's heart isn't exactly a peaceful excursion to a dead rock. It's a terrifying descent into a beautifully frozen nightmare that devours everything it touches. It's a world of boiling poison, floating steel mountains, bleeding skies, and hidden oceans waiting in the dark. If you enjoyed this journey to the edge of our solar system, please hit that like button and subscribe to Rabo Science. Keep looking up and stay curious.